kill me.
Crazy with the cheese whiz.
Oh, break it down, baby. Break it down. Down. Much better than Beck. Gotta love country. One more verse. I gotta hear this.
Band all the music with the phony gas chamber, cause one's got a weasel when the other's got a flag. One's on the Porsche, the other in a bag.
In a bag.
With the rerun shows and
the coke and no jobs.
The daytime crap of a folk singer slob.
Damn. All right, that's enough of that. All right, check it out. Welcome into Halos in the Infield postgame show with your host, Todd Fox. That is me. The Angels take on the team that's going to be the Guardians. I'm sorry I wasn't here last night. Had a lot of work to do. I put some work in. So tonight or today is game 2 of Cleveland. Now, obviously, Cleveland, the Spiders, the Guardians, the Indians, whatever you want to call them, had a good pitcher, a young, promising pitcher up there today, and he really tore the Angels a new butthole. What I'm going to say, though, about McKenzie is that he's a good pitcher. He's the future probably of Cleveland, one of the futures, because they always pump out good pitchers. But I'm going to say real quick is I'm kind of tired of this. I'm tired of the Angels season. I've gotten to a point where, like, you know, every time we're given a glimmer of hope, like that huge-ass comeback against Detroit, some people downplayed it because they're like, Detroit sucks. But then you look at it, and they had almost an identical record as we did prior to the 3-game sweep. And you get these senses, or you get this feeling of sometimes this team can turn it around, but then they always run into Oakland. Oakland smacks them like their little bitch. And then they'll play Houston. Houston does the same thing. Or, you know, they'll just underperform. And the Angels will get, you know, like a 3. To me, I'm almost to the point to where, let's just say, forget this series with Cleveland. They win 7 in a row. I'm still going to look for them to lose 6 in a row right after. Because they can't do anything right. They can't get out of their own way. They always screw things up, and it just blows my mind how you are playing a Cleveland team who was floundering worse than Detroit. Detroit was actually playing good ball, and we smacked them around. We play Cleveland, and they can't score for a shit. I mean, for anything. They've been averaging 3 runs, 4 runs, or less. Their bullpen's been blowing games on top of it, and then they've scored 14 runs in the last 2 games against us. Go figure that. Today, 1 run, 3 hits against them. Again, did you see any productive outs out of this Angel lineup like last night? No. Every time you turn on the game, I went to check the game the other day, and the Angels against Cleveland, it seemed like Cleveland was constantly up at bat. The Angels weren't, because they were 1, 2, 3. Today, 1, 2, 3. No productive outs again, other than Adele's RBI. Again, blows my mind. This goes back to the pitching, not the pitching. It goes back to the goddamn lazy, fat-ass Paul Sorrento and stupid Jeremy Reed, and along with Joe Madden, who do not, for whatever reason, think that that batting practice before a game is smart. And they rather hit the cage to where you can't see where your balls are going. Pause. I don't like the approach. I don't like them. I am on board right now of firing Joe. I've said it. I'll say it now. This is the first time I concede. Fire his ass. Baseball is a trend with everything. Batters go 4 for 47. They're trending down. They're on a hitless streak. They're struggling. They go 13 for 26, for 36. They're on fire. But you cannot tell me that you don't see that if you steal bases, if you take pitches, if you work counts and pressure the other opposing pitcher. I don't care if it's Nolan Ryan, a non-injured DeGrom, Max Scherzer. You can put runs up. You can at least keep your team in the game. And for whatever reason, they change their goddamn approach every time. It becomes launch angle. It becomes I'm not patient or disciplined. You literally have a good series against one team. Why not keep that same approach to the next series? Why do you have to fucking change it every other game? Fire them. That's all and this is not coming from someone that's like, oh, the season was still alive. We had a shot. No, because you have not shown us all goddamn year. And you're going to tell me, after all the other guys you want to sit and you want to say, this guy's done for the year. This guy's done for the year. We're not going to see Cobb again. A blister turned into the damn flesh-eating, freaking disease, and his wrist is non-functional anymore. You got Sandoval, back issues. Canning, back issues. The fuck? Work these guys out. Do yoga. Keep them loose. What are you doing? This training staff sucks ass. Again, I can go off on a tangent on that myself. But when it comes to this team, you cannot believe that they're going to win anything, that they're going to catch up on anything. With this coaching staff, this training staff, and then you're going to tell me Trout's going to come back and that he's going to make a difference when you're 10 games out of the wild card in September? Sit his ass. Hell, let him be the hitting coach. Fire Reed. Fire Sorrento. They're not doing anything for this club. The pitching has been, look, they lost today 5-1. Some people are going to say, Detmer sucks. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. Bullshit. You're going to take lumps with rookies. If he gives up 3 runs, I'm good with that. You don't think that's a good start? Even if he pitches 4 innings? He's a fucking rookie. They're going to take their lumps. Get out. I'm tired of looking at these message boards and saying Detmer's a flop. No, he's not. Detmer's is going to be a skilled-ass pitcher. This is first 4 starts. Get off his ball sack. If anything, again, go after the goddamn hitting. I don't care who you are. If you're scoring 1 run, you don't deserve to win. That's not on the fucking pitcher. That's on your stupid-ass hitting coach and your players for not being disciplined and keeping the same approach. That's on them. So I'm tired of all this crap about, we got to do this, we got to do that, or it's the pitcher's fault. No, it's not, dude. Because a season that started where we were all over the pitchers the first couple months of the season. We're not talking about them now. We're talking about the goddamn hitting. We're talking about guys like Upton. It's like, dude, he's playing himself off the roster. I mean, we don't need his ass next year. We really don't. We got hitters like, and again, Madden, what the fuck is your issue with playing Suzuki? What is your hard on for playing this dude? Stassi literally won the game for you with that home run against Detroit. And he put Suzuki right in there the next night. How is he supposed to be? I'm hearing people say, hey, dude, Stassi could be a top 10, top 5 catcher in the league. How? He doesn't play every day. He plays 1 or 2 games, and Madden's like, oh, no, he's got to sit. What other catcher? I mean, dude, I've seen plenty of catchers play 5 or 6 games a week, and then you have the backup dude play the 1 or 2. Why are we having to play him only 1 or 2 games, and we had to sit him for 1 or 2 games? Makes no sense. He's batting 300. Why are we sitting a 300 hitter, but you have the hard on to start a Renifo, to start a Suzuki, to start guys like that? It doesn't make any sense. Again, I was on Madden's side for most of this season. There was plenty of people out there saying Madden's got to go. The game passed him away. I was like, no, give him a chance. Give him a chance. Maybe he'll turn this thing around. He's a smart-ass manager. He'll motivate these guys. I've seen it in Tampa. I saw it in Chicago. He's going to turn this thing around. Nope. And he refuses to just say, hey, we got to cut dead weight. Got to get rid of some of these pitchers. They suck ass. Let me talk to Perry. If Perry's not going to do it, let me put my 2 words in. I can't deal with these guys anymore. No, he seems to be fine with running Slagers out there. Seems to be fine with running Quintana out there and other pitchers like that. He's cool with that. He's perfectly fine with that. You don't mean to tell me a manager can't speak his mind and say, hey, this guy's got to go? He hasn't done it. I mean, he doesn't challenge. Literally, Marsh has had 2 home runs taken away. The one, the umpires were stupid. He challenged that one. He could have challenged the other one. And credit the only guy in the Angels organization. I'm telling you, the only guy that calls out Madden and the Angels as a whole on their own station is Mark Langston. Everyone else won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Everyone else is like, sun shining, we're good. Mark Langston, I've been listening, obviously been working a lot, so I haven't been able to watch too many games, but I've been listening to all the games. And basically, Mark is the only one that'll call them out for the bullshit, for the bad approaches, for the bad pitching, for the moves that don't make any sense, for not challenging calls. He's the only guy. And Terry Smith is like, oh, let's get back to the game. He's like, no, I can't get over the fact that Madden didn't do it. All the kudos to Langston. We need more people like him in the organization. And I saw a video Chase sent us about Artie Moreno. I got to give you guys a link. That will explain all the BS since like 2009 era. There's just a lot to get in on that video. That video was freaking amazing. Whoever did that video, I really want to give props to, and I will get that link on the page because it explains so much why he is the devil of the Angels organization and why we are in the position that we are, but there's hope for the future. I do think that maybe this team can turn it around with some hitting in the offseason, but as constructed right now, I can't sit here and tell you as the most optimistic person I could possibly be that this has a chance of turning around. This team could win all next week, and I would fully expect this team to go right back to stupid tendencies and dumbass moves the following week and put themselves right back out of it. I can't put any faith in this team. This team has done this all year. All year. That's why they floated around 500. That's why a couple of you hit it on the nail. I think this team's 80 and 82. They're going to fall 2 under because that's what they do. They can't even accomplish finishing 81 and 81. They'll find a way to lose that last game. It's just who they are. And the dumbass moves of, hey, we got to bring Trout back. Why? Why are you going to risk him for next year? Sit his ass. Let him make all that money and let him mentor the young kids. Just let him do that. I'm telling you, fire Sorrento, fire Reed, make Trout the interim freaking hitting coach for the rest of the year. What could go wrong? Because, obviously, he could sit there, twiddle his fingers, and just tell the guys a couple things, pat him on the butt, and he's already done more than Sorrento and Reed. And maybe take some batting practice on the goddamn field. The hell is it? Oh, why did we score 1 run and 3 hits? Oh, we have Lagares in the lineup. No, it has nothing to do with it. This team can't score if you let them. If you do the things, they're having bad approaches because you're not taking care of them. Look, they're professional hitters, but you got to get them in a groove. You got to work with them one-on-one. You have 50 fucking coaches, more than you have players. So use them, utilize them. Nah, it's okay. Madden's like, I'd rather smoke weed and stay in my freaking Volkswagen Beetle. Again, I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded why this team is the way they are. Why they hate us as so much as fans. Diehard Anaheim says, sad times, Halo fans. Solar says, why are the Angels good, but then they turn ass? Well, I think I've gotten into that. Danny says, well, to be honest, didn't we expect this at the beginning of the season? Now they're just proving us right. There you go, Danny. Let's see. Did the Angels forget to bat? Yes, they did, Lewis. They showed us they can hit, and then they just said, nah, fuck it. Let's see, on Facebook, Muhammad says, just stop believing. Don't hold on to that feeling. I love that song. Add that Padre game tonight. Was hoping that the Angels win, but nope. Let's see. Rally Chris says, like Grillmaster said in the group chat, DFA debt mirrors, he's not MLB caliber. See, that's the stuff that's got to go. That stuff's got to go. That's not good take at all. That's just not even being funny. The pitching has not been the problem. Season is done after the sweep against the Tigers. You score 2 runs against Cleveland about 9.5 games out. Yeah, they've been done, dude. They were, again, some people were holding out hope at 7.5. I wasn't. Big 20 Hammer says same. Let's just watch football for the rest of the season and the weekend. There you go, Big 20. How'd you do in your game? We won Thursday 2 days ago in Oceanside. We are now 1-0. Hell yeah, Big 20. Give me the score on that and keep us up to date on game 2, brother. Trotter here says, we're done. Gear already put away. There you go. High school football, all our teams sweep Oceanside these past 2 days. Good for you guys. Madden sucks, needs to go. I'm with you, Trotter here. Hired Chili Davis as a hitting coach. That is not a bad move right there. The Mets got rid of him, blamed all their stupid hitters on him. I don't think he was the fault. Chili Davis was a constant professional, switch hitter, loved him in Anaheim, hated when he left. He would actually be, and he's a very nice guy. I would take Chili Davis in a heartbeat, 10 times over. That's a good pull right there, Trouter here. T says, we just can't have nice things. We can't. Imagine getting 2 hits against the damn rookie. Yeah, again, they have a rookie. Cleveland had 13 hits today. Most of that was against the bullpen, but again, you should be able to score some runs. They just don't do it. Adele's scaring me slightly, but I'm sure he'll pick it up. He will, T. Watch, he'll have a good September. Diehard Anaheim says, not only has he had a better hitter than Stassi, is 10 times stronger on defense. We brought him in for Otani, but even Stassi is working better with him. Exactly. So why the hell are we still running Suzuki out there? T says, we scored 13 runs, and then the next 2 games combined 3. That's Angels baseball, and that's what it is. Gooby calls him out from time to time, T, but a lot of times he tries to stay positive. I really like Langston's approach. He's no nonsense, though. I know Gooby does do it a little bit, but he's just not all in. You know what I mean? He's got to keep his reputation, too, as Mr. Nice Guy, and I feel him for that. T also says Detmer's getting a lot of experience, but, man, it was tough to watch. I know, and he's going to take his lumps, guys. He just is. Chris Rodriguez, we thought when he came up was like the next freaking what's his name? Frankie Rodriguez, untouchable. But then, he hit a few games where he was struggling, and then the training staff got a hold of him, got him injured, and then, he's taken his lumps, and now he's injured again, so there you go. Trotter here says, I started playing a Bad News Bears theme when Cishek came out from the mound. Yeah, he's pretty much that in a nutshell. I'm watching football right now, Big 20 says. Going to the Dodgers game tomorrow for Lakers night. Wish me luck, boys. Die Hard, bring what is it called? A face shield, body shield, maybe a shiv or 2 for protection, and pepper spray. I don't know if they allow guns in the stadium anymore, but they used to. Used to be able to bring a little Glock 9. Another pathetic season, Rayu says. I can't disagree. The score on the first game against Oceanside was 41, Oceanside 16. There you go. Damn, that's a good game right there. You guys tore it up. Good on you guys right there. So, yeah, dude, as we caught up with these comments, I know a lot of people are dissing the Angels post game and other shows because of just the fact that on a Saturday when there's football returning, you got preseason in full effect, season's right around the corner. Everyone has pretty much their own team. There's quite a few now Rams bandwagon fans, but for the most part, you have your teams out of state like I do and things like that. People are going to be rooting for different teams, talking shit. Brand new season. There's that hope. Football is different from baseball. It's not a long season. Every game freaking counts. Baseball, every game counts too, but then you can get myopic and say, we could lose 8 games if we rip off this and that in the next couple months. So there's room for error is what I'm saying. In football, you lose a couple games. Those couple games could keep you out of the playoffs. Even if you were to go on a 7-game win streak, you lose a game later on and as you normally would late in the season, and then there you go. So we're looking, football is right around the corner. Everyone's pumped up for that. They always get pumped up for that. And it's hard to keep the attention of a team that's just not giving you their best, effort. And if like I said many times before, if they're going down with a fight, I can accept that. I can accept them losing 7-6, 7-3, 7-4 if they're putting up, getting base runners on. Like if they were to lose some of those games against Detroit, I'd be like, well, they gave themselves opportunities to win, but this just didn't happen here. This didn't happen here. And you take a loss and you're able to get over it. If they're putting on performances like yesterday, 9-1 to a team that's been struggling to score 3 runs, who has been no hit 3 times this year, yeah, that's a problem for me. And then today, again, 5-1, lackluster performance. Nobody gave a shit. Everyone's out there just trying to pad their own stats or swing for the goddamn fences. No one's using the field. No one's trying to get on base. That's the kind of shit that if you're the most novice Angel fan, you can detect that. So why is it, again, I've asked this so many times this year, why is it that the casual fan, and let alone the hardcore fan, can see what's the problem on the field, yet nothing changes? I can understand if this was a bad baseball team to where, okay, no matter what we do, we're going to lose. Again, if they're showing an effort, if they're showing that they're willing to do the little things, I'm good with that. This team could win 69 games, and I'd be like, hey, you know what? They gave it their best shot. It was a shitty season. We took a lot of losses. But, hey, guys got experience. They were working together when things did go right. You saw the celebrations. I can deal with that. I've seen Angels seasons like that in the past. This is unacceptable. This season is unacceptable. I don't know where you guys and girls sit on this one, but I really, sit on this one. I don't know where you guys are on or about what I just said. I just feel that this team just does not give the damn effort that you, as a fan, male or female, binary, non-binary, have put their attention out there for. I don't know if it plays into the effort that you're doing to follow, to watch, to find out about updates and stuff, because again, it takes time to go on social media to do things, to find out things, or you check on your favorite players. You become super invested on this team. You've been following all year. I have no problems with anyone that's going to boo and talk shit. I really don't. I mean, now obviously there's some that are stupid takes that I'm tired of hearing because they're dumb. But for the most part, if you want to call certain people out on most days, go for it. Go for it. Because this team deserves the shit talking. It's unlike any other baseball season I've seen for the Angels. And I've seen the bad years in the late 80s, the early 90s. But again, those teams tried. They had general managers pulling shit out of their asses to try to make the team win. I've seen players go above and beyond what they did with other clubs to try to help this team win. They did the little things. This team does not try the little things. Or if they do it for a game or two, and you get encouraged because you're thinking, finally it's kicked in. But no, they just go back to the same shit. How can you I don't understand. I really don't understand how this is acceptable. A real owner would have already made a move. Seriously. Now, there's some exceptions to the rule, like Steve Cohen for the Mets. He's meddling a little too much, going on social media, talking shit. I get that. But if a team is not showing any effort, and again, like, Osmus wasn't fired per se because he lost the locker room. Osmus was fired because Epler said, hey, you know what? Madden's on the market. Artie's telling me what to do. He's got his hand up my butt, and I'm his puppet, and I'm going to do what he says. And he fired Osmus after 1 year. Now, granted, I didn't agree with a lot of things Osmus did too, but did I think he deserved only 1 year? No, I thought he should have got a second one. But Madden was the cute blonde chick that was right there. I'm an upgrade. And he upgraded. But then Madden had, you could say what you want about the COVID season. I'm not going to put that one on him. I'm not going to put that on him because that season didn't count. This season, however, is terrible. At least, again, the Angels fought through Skaggs passing with Osmus. They fought through a lot of injuries, again, because of our shitty training staff. And they managed to have a decent season, but they fought in their games. I challenge you as well to tell me that team with Osmus didn't fight. They fought with less players. Like they didn't have the hope that we have this season with all the rookies coming in and stuff like that. They were just trash can players. And Osmus was trying to get the best of what he could. So I much rather watch a team like that than a team like this that has way more talent that is floundering because of just lack of leadership in the clubhouse, a terrible training staff, and lack of leadership from any kind of coaching staff on this team. I'm really fed up. It's unbearable. I can't watch when they lose these games like this. It's tough. It really is tough. Let me get back to these comments. Big Hammer says we played Torrey Pines on Thursday. I thought that was just a golf course. Yeah, it's in a nice San Diego area right there. At least someone's winning. Todd, have you talked to the crew about a possible fantasy football contest? We got one. Trouta here. You got to hit up Rally Chris. He has his fantasy football thing if you guys want to do that. Fast Times. Randy says, am I late? No, you're here. DFA the team. Juan says combined 14-2 in the last 2 games. Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. Yvette says play small ball and then forget about the next 5 games. That's been the frustration, Yvette. Yvette, out of everybody, has been saying small ball whether we win or lose. She's either been saying, hey, you know what? I'm really happy that they use small ball, or she's really pissed because they don't. And here's another case of her just being frustrated. Let's go Niners. You got a team, Todd. Yes, I do, die hard. And it's not the Niners. It's the opposite. It's the Seahawks, baby. Seahawks. And I'm not a 2012 Seahawks fan either. I'm a Seahawks fan from 89. That's when I first started watching them. I knew of them in 87 when they still had Dave Craig, but I really got into them in 89. He's a Seahawks fan. There you go. Let's go Hawks. Niners suck. There you go. Big 20. Trotter here says the only thing I think about this year's team is injuries and pussies on this team who refuse to play. Hopefully next year is less injuries, and all started with Fowler. There you go. Die Hard's upset. Let's see. Jets 1-2-0 Super Bowl, baby. 15-2, baby. Trey or area or what is it? Gonna silence y'all up. Yeah, dude, bro. Die Hard. We own the Niners, bro. Just look at the Seahawks since we've come into that division. Just Wikipedia, bro. We beat the Niners almost every year. Jets suck in the preseason. Big 20. Fast Times isn't going to like that. I've been watching football longer than you. Been alive, Big Hammer. I'm well aware of preseason is about. Let's see. Jaime says, Todd, thanks for continuing to do these, man. Us diehard fans appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate you too, bro, and all of you guys, actually. If we have a fantasy football contest, have a live draft, yeah, I think we should do that. If it's not through Rally Chris, maybe we'll start one up. I can get a couple of you guys to help me start that one up. Steven says, I didn't watch yesterday and today. Let me guess, we are back to the depression zone. Guessed it right, bro. Guessed it right. Let's see. Matt Bedingo says, hey, the Angels are trying their best. It's not their fault. It's Artie and the previous GM's fault for not making this team better, not stepping up in the games and getting these top free agents. I get you, bro, Matt. But, again, at some point, the coaching's got to try to get the best out of these teams, and he's not doing it. Madden and his staff are not doing it. Rally Chris, what's the information about fantasy football contest? Trouter here. Yeah, hit him up. If not, we'll do one on here where ourselves will just make up our own, but he's got one for, I think it's ESPN. Says we play Torrey Pines in a high school next Thursday. Hopefully we can go 2-0. One game at a time, brother. One game at a time. Todd is totally 2012. No, I don't think. Just yeah, I don't think so. Steven says, oh, dude. Okay, Halo fan Steven. That is the most annoying. If you've got to tell the fans or ask the fans after every drive whose house is it, then it's not really your house. If you constantly got to say, whose house? That is the most annoying thing, dude, bro. First off, your DJ sucks. He plays shitty music. And then, two, you got fans like Danny Trejo, who's a lifelong Cowboys fan, but because the Rams paid him, he's a Rams fan now. You got Eric Dickerson, who says, I'm opposed to leaving St. Louis. Now he's an L.A. Rams fan. It's going to take a while for me to consider most Rams fans as real fans. There's just so many bandwagoners, and you guys can't sell out your own pad. Watch when the Niners come, dude. That's going to be a sea of red. Watch when Seattle comes, because I've gone to every Seattle game at the Coliseum. Obviously we couldn't go last year. It's over 60% Seahawk fans. I mean, the Rams can't fill their own stadium with their own fans. So until that fan base comes up, I mean, look, LA is a fickle place anyway. I think the Raiders should have came here. The Rams should have went somewhere else, and I think the Chargers should have went to Vegas or stayed in San Diego. I think that is the dumbest thing to have the Chargers here. I mean, like, I'm telling you, the Chargers don't belong here. That's just my opinion right there. Jaime says, I hope Trout doesn't play a single inning this year. And I'm with you right there. The gear is up for next year. Jaime says, are we still wanting to keep Madden? No, I'd rather get rid of him at this point, dude. I think I'm over him. Any Todd Lodge today, play Calling All the Angels. I'll play Calling All Angels, but I kind of got to take a break after what happened with James Allen. I've got to find some new material. I got to let a little time go because I do have some material for Roger. I have to get the name of his new board guy that's going to take over, and then we'll have some fun with that. But the wound is still fresh. And again, thoughts and prayers to the Allen family. That came out of nowhere. James Allen, I have talked to him a couple times at games over the phone as well. When I used to call in the show, and super nice guy, and it kind of sucks. I never took shots at James Allen because of who he is. I would always just use the whole James because like he was Roger's guy, dude. Like Roger can't run a freaking I'm pretty sure he doesn't know which line to push for the most part. Finding out that James Allen ran everything along with his assistant, because I saw a video the other day and they were explaining what James did. Dude, James was there 3 hours before the show, before Roger's show, doing work, and then he would get the interviews at night. Roger never did any freaking work. That guy just drove in his freaking Mercedes or Lexus, collected a check, did his 3 hours, and left. He probably came in like 15 minutes before the show started. So he was not the catalyst behind the Sports Lodge. It was the assistant to James Allen, and it was James Allen who were doing all the dirty work, making all those clips from the games so that Roger can yell at him and say, play clip 14 of the slam dunk by UCLA. That's what Roger would do. That's the only work that he would do. And then when someone would come on and they'd say, yeah, I had a dog, I named him Skip. And then all of a sudden Roger goes into his fake white, I've got to laugh hard into the microphone and make this joke a lot funnier than it really is. Oh boy, you're so funny. No, you're not. Like, he's such a cheesy dude. Like, James was that show. If that show like tanks seriously because the effort won't be there anymore, they don't have the sound bites anymore, the clips anymore, the interviews anymore. There's a reason why Roger Lodge called James Allen the producer to the stars, because James Allen did work, and James Allen got the stars to come in, the athletes to come in. No pull by Roger Lodge. He's a supposed pretty face. He didn't do jack shit. So it was all James Allen and the assistant. So again, thoughts and prayers of James Allen and his family. He will be missed. He was the only bright spot to me on that show. Roger Lodge is a piece of crap. I never liked him at all, and he's as phony as the Angels' playoff chances this year. Now let me just put it to you that way. Halo fan Steven says, "Fine then, let's go sing. Let Russ cry." Oh, it's okay, man. Let him. You guys like to take that picture of Russell Wilson crying, but you remember that's after they won that NFC championship game in dramatic fashion. So that was after a win, not a loss. So at least if he's going to cry like a bitch, it's after a victory. It's not after a loss. And again, over under on games that Stafford's going to be healthy this year, I got 8. Jaime says, bolt up. We're going to give the Chiefs a run for their money this year. Take it to the bank. And Jaime, look, I like the Chargers team. I'm iffy about the head coach. They do have a really good team to challenge the Chiefs. You're absolutely correct. But it sucks that they're not in San Diego for the fans to enjoy it. There's hardly any Charger fans there. That's where I feel bad for them. A Big 20 said, no, the Chargers suck. Fast Time says, don't play that fucking song. I found Niners versus Chargers tickets, $23. Going to the Dodgers game, messed up. Dodgers ruin everything. Absolutely, they do. Matt Padingo says, but in a riot, I'm giving up this team, but in that not, I'm giving up on this team. Like most of us already looking forward to next season and the players that they bring in the offseason. Absolutely. Let's do an NFC West show like this. We can make fun of each other. There you go, Halo. I do have a podcast that I was doing for the Seahawks. So yeah, I still do it for YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I'll do one on. I have it on YouTube. Michael Gibby says, I stopped believing when they signed Quintana and tried to bullshit on us how good the pitching would be this year. Yeah, Gibby tapped out fairly early. Yeah, I'm down. Big 20 says, Die Hard. Anaheim says, at least we all know that we'd all make the playoffs in any other division. There you go. That's one thing. Ken Rosenthal wants them to assign Greinke, Kershaw, Scherzer, Verlander to massive one-year deals. I don't like that move at all. I don't. Kershaw's not going anywhere. He'll get a sweet Dodgers deal. Greinke, I don't want to have that social anxiety on the team again. Scherzer, I would love in a heartbeat. It just depends on how desperate the Dodgers are, or if they can kick in that damn salary cap. That would hurt the Dodgers big time. Verlander, I don't want him either. Let Russ cook. Absolutely, Big 20. They need to let him cook. He's got one of the best wide receiver cores out there. Halo fan Steven says, and then they lost to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Yep, and then my hair went too, bro. When they did not hand off to Marshawn Lynch, I shattered my customized Seahawks mug against the brick wall outside. I was just so angry. That was the dumbest move. I mean, it would have left them with no time left. Or my thing is, if you're going to throw the ball from the 1 yard line, do it from under the center and throw a fade to the corner. Why are you throwing into traffic? That made no sense. That was it Bevel's call? Yeah, it was Bevel's call. And then, I guess Carroll went with it. I still am pissed off about that. Anyways, have a good night. Go Halos. Go Halo State, Steven. Let's see. I like football, Todd. Yes, I do. No, you do. Fast Times. So what happened to James? Did he pass away? Yeah, he passed away of COVID. Grillmaster says, here's my idea for the roster should look like this. We aren't good getting good pitchers till Artie passes on. Here we go. Going way too far right there. The best is the face reaction of Pete Carroll when Wilson threw the interception in the Super Bowl. Sorry, Ty. Yeah, that was tough, bro, because that was my look too, man. I mean, there was just so many people know me as a Seahawks fan, at least on my Facebook side, and I got trashed for weeks. That night, I had 468 missed phone calls, and not from it wasn't like the same dude. It was like multiple people calling me. It just added up to 468. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I was literally Ace Ventura in part 1, I think it was, where he was like in the toilet naked, and with a shower on. Or not the toilet. He was in the bathtub. That was me, dude. I was just like, I just wanted to not talk to him. I wanted to go to another planet. And my Facebook was blowing up. And then I don't know how many texts I had. I mean, it was just ridiculous. I was getting calls all night because people were like, are you dead? Are you alive? I mean, what's going on? So, yeah. The Angels should sign Max Fried. That could be there, Lewis. Bullpen Raciel is a good-looking closer. Myers for 7th and 8th inning. Maybe Warren and Wantz. Yeah, those guys are good, and Quijada is somewhat average. I would bring all those guys back, Grillmaster. Football Todd, I like Football Todd as well. He doesn't use too much cuss words. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I get really mad. I mean, football, football's football. I can kind of cuss when I watch the games here. I probably wouldn't do it on the podcast. I didn't do it on that one, actually. I was pretty calm on that one because I was mostly just breaking down. I had video clips of, the opponent and what I expect from them and how Seattle should play them defensive and offensively. And then on the recap after they get the win or the loss, I break down what happened, why they lost, why they won, the key plays in the game, what they should have did here. So I actually put some pretty good production into it. That's why I only do 2 shows a week, and it works out. I haven't done one yet this season because I'll usually wait till the last preseason game before I get into anything. And Jaime Beera, take him out of the rotation immediately and use him for long relief. I don't know if he's going to be back next year, to be honest with you. So he says you have Raciel, Myers, Warren, Wantz, Quijada, Beera, and then you could use Marte. There's Jan, too, who could come up. There's a few other pitchers, so we'll have to see. So with that being said, I'm going to cut it short here. I got some grocery shopping to do. I haven't been home in a few days. This team has exhausted me with the way they've played. So hopefully, as we move forward again, I just want to see this team fight for the rest of the year. I want to see them in games, not putting up performances, jackass performances like today and yesterday. I'm not going to put the blame, even though they gave up 9 runs the other day, I'm not going to put it on the pitcher. You still got to score some runs. You got to keep in the fight, and they're just not doing it. And then you look at right now, it's 5-1. They didn't do shit in this game. They didn't give their team a chance. So it was 3-1 for 6 innings. I mean, so you should have a chance, or 3-0. You should put up 1 or 2 and at least leave yourself in the game. If you gave up 2 in the 7th, you still have a few innings to rally. They didn't do that. They just went quietly into the night. 1 run, 3 hits. We've seen that song and dance too many times this year. Too many times. And then let's see, Benigno brings up Bachman. You got Bachman that'll come up there. Angels baseball sweep and then get swept. Inconsistent. There you go. So we'll see, man. And the starting rotation, real quick, I'm going to read this one by Grillmaster. He says, you get Scherzer as an ace, Ohtani, then Cobb, Sandoval, C-Rod, Suarez, and then Detmers. So those are guys you could use in the regular season for next year. So we'll have to see what happens. But until then, look, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. At least you're not watching this game. It's not ending at 7 o'clock. You have the rest of your day to spend with family and friends. So go enjoy yourself. Get out of the house or do a barbecue or do something and have fun. Go Angels, and let's just try to see if we can sit through another one of their lackluster performances tomorrow, because I do feel, and Drizzle's right, we're going to get swept tomorrow. But hey, that's me being optimistic.